Hi, guys. Hey, it's me, Duff Rowden. Hey, have you ever been really, really, really scared? I mean, so super scared you were frozen with fear? I can only remember, one time being that scared, as a grown up. And here's the funny thing that happened to me. It was when I was in Bible college, and I had a job where I worked. Well, I got up really early in the morning, like 4:45 every day. And then on Friday night and Saturday night, I worked at a convenience store, and I got off at 2 a.m. And so I was coming home one night, and it was really late. It's like, 2:15, 2:30, somewhere in there. And driving out to the country where our Bible college was, where the dorms were. And this is north of Santa Rosa, California. Some of you might be from there. And so it was out off of the highway, Marquess Springs Road, and I pulled up to the parking lot of the dorms, and all the parking places were taken. So I just backed out onto the highway and went and parked across on the other side of the street where it was a safe place to park. And I got out, and I was just really sleepy, and I was just kind of shuffling along across the highway when, like, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I heard this screeching and groaning and moaning, loud sound, and multiple footsteps running at me. And quickly my brain just like scoured for like what could possibly be making that noise, and my brain came up with nothing. Like, I've never heard that sound in my life. It was so hideous. And I just froze. I mean, I was just so scared. I froze, and I went, I just went, "Ah!" Like that. I was so afraid. And I shook my head so violently, my glasses fell off, and they hit the pavement. And I just, "Ah!" Like that. And I'd never been that frightened instantly in my life. And all of a sudden, those footsteps stopped, and I heard a soft female voice go, "Duff, are you all right?" I immediately recognized the voice. It was the voice of a girl that was in the youth group where I was a volunteer leader. And she had stayed up with her sister, and they were like 18 and 15. They stayed up till 2:30 in the morning just to scare the living daylights out of me. And they go, "Duff, are you all right?" And I picked up my glasses that were now chipped on the frame, and I picked them up and went, "Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm fine." Yeah, no, yeah, I'm fine. And I didn't want to admit how they had really got me. I mean, they got me good. They looked embarrassed, So it was kind of funny. But here was the thing: is like I was really super scared until I recognized their voice, and then I knew what it was. And there's a story in the Bible where I think Jesus' disciples got that scared, because they're out in the middle of the night going across a gigantic lake, the Sea of Galilee. And they're out in the middle of the lake in the middle of the night. And I can't remember what time it is. It's like 2 a.m. or something like that. And all of a sudden they see a figure walking on the water, toward them. And they've never seen anything like this. It's something like this has never happened before in history. And they just freak out. I think they were afraid as afraid as I was, if not more. They're like, "Ah, ah, look at that," and they're just freaked out. But then Jesus says, "Don't be afraid, you guys. It's me. It's me." And I think about that when we're in situations where we're super, where we're just super afraid of things, that the Lord wants to go, "You guys, don't be afraid, because I'm here. You didn't expect me to be here. You weren't anticipating me being here, and you weren't expecting me to show up in the way that I showed up. But I have shown up, and I'm here." I think a lot of times people are afraid. They're really afraid when they feel guilty, and they're afraid that, like, I can't tell God about this. He's going to hate me. He's going to judge me. He's going to throw lightning bolts at me. But it's not. He says, "Don't be afraid. It's me." And so I just thought I'd tell you that story today. I thought you would enjoy it, and I enjoyed telling it to you. But back, just to put a little bit more skin on it, as they say, back when in January, early January, when my wife Bonita was so sick with COVID, and she almost died one particular night. Had it not been for my son-in-law recognizing the look in her, he was a combat Marine, and he's been in warfare, and he's seen the look in people's eyes as they're getting ready to die. And that was a scary night for all of us. And I was praying, and I was very frightened, and I felt like the Lord said, "You don't need to be afraid. Not even right now. You don't need to be afraid, because I'm going to be with you no matter what happens. No matter what happens, I'm going to be with you. And you know, a peace came over me. It was a supernatural peace. You can't have a peace. You can't positive think your way into that kind of peace. It can only come from God, but he gave it to me that night. So I just want you to know, whatever you're facing right now, whatever be making you afraid, maybe scaring you half to death, you don't have to be afraid, because he's with you. And if he's with you, nothing else can hurt you. And so he gave that to me, and I want that for you guys. I want that for you. So I hope this word encourages you. I hope you'll spend time with him, praying, singing to him, worshiping him, being with other people who are strong as well. So anyway, I love you guys. Please leave a comment, even if it's just to say hi. And if you feel led, share this with somebody, okay? I love you guys. Bye-bye.